Good morning, boys and girls of the internet. Today is Friday, December 28th, 2018. Vlog number 361. And yes, indeed you do. I am going to play and try to beat God of War tonight. So this is going to be a let's play. Let's jump right into it. Loading the game. Loading the game. Finally, going to get this done. Okay. So I'm at the gate. I'm basically gonna go right where I'm going. Let's go. Done. No, not Muspelheim. No. Jotunheim. Here to go? I forget.
Boy, ahead. Get ready.
Oh, right. Got it. Let's hope this doesn't cause you to explode or anything.
Oh, hadn't considered that. Maybe we should talk about this a bit more.
Nah, I'm sure you'll be fine. Ready?
Oh, that's unpleasant!
I always like
Oh,
Mimir.
boy.
He's so cool. But I don't know why, even though he's supposed to be a Norse character, why does he have a Scottish accent? Doesn't make any sense.
We must be close.
Well, what are we waiting for? Think it's far?
We will see.
I have no idea what to expect. I tried to avoid all spoilers. I know this game's been out for months and months and months, and I've tried to avoid all endgame spoilers as much as I can. So I don't know what to do.
Listen, the last thing you two need up there's a decomposing heat ruining the moment. Why don't I wait for you here? This is between you and the boy.
True. But if someone were to fight...
My lady sips soft, perfect sloshers. You done did it.
Sorry.
Hmm.
We had to see this.
Isn't that cool?
Oh no. No, 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 no. Ah, fine, damn it. Fine.
Watch the head till we return.
I can do this. No, no, I can't. Oh.
Okay.
That's funny.
Ready. Come.
That's a lot of stairs. Alright. Let's take a look around, see what's going on here. Love Brock. He's so hilarious. What the fuck ever. Okay. There's a long ass stairs. I wonder what's. Just a tree. Boy. Come back, boy. That's bright. That's really bright. Bright light, burning like fire. And the reference. And the reference. Okay. Wow, okay. I was like stuck in white light. Didn't think I'd move.
Look! We're on the giant's fingers. I can see the highest peak ahead. Right over there. We did it.
I wonder if there's any like enemies in Jotunheim. I mean, that'd be odd that they are, but it would be odd that it is not. Hey, hey, hey. I just saw something. I saw a little bit of a glitch type of thing. His armor like disappears like
Can we go now? We're so close.
wow.
Boy. Carry her.
Wow. That's a gesture. Huh. Wow.
Boy.
Alright,
It's nothing.
let's see what's going on
Just
here.
thought I'd hear voices by now.
Anything on here? Wonder. I really shouldn't do this, but yep, that's the map.
Anybody here?
That's it.
What is this place?
They must have all come through here when they left Midgard. What was left of them.
I have to do this. Sorry. I'm gonna take a little bit of a image here. Sort of the depth of field here. Let's move the camera. Filter. I'm messing around with the faces. Anyway, take that shot. Well, actually, close up. Nope, this actually better. Something like this. Change that field of view. Not such a wide angle. I'll back up a little bit. I'll make a good thumbnail for this video, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Odin and Thor, ruining everything for everybody.
Wow, all those runes. That's a shit ton of runes. What does it say? No, I swear. Vanir, elf, dwarf, mortals, most of all, it was beautiful. But not everyone is capable of sharing. Some believe anything uncontrolled is savage and threatening. So we were mocked and tricked and used and slaughtered. Odin and Thor would have killed all the giants that they could. Wow. Let's see what's What's over here? They look like heads. Carved head.
Where are they now?
The giants came back home so they could survive. But I'm not sure they did. Huh. Who's the guardian?
Hmm. It is kind of a slightly different environment than most of the game. This is like a very brown, almost desert-like environment. Most of the game has been very much Nordic, you know, forests and snowy areas.
This place is dead. What happened?
I really should read more of the lore that I picked up in the game. Usually I just skip by it. It is pretty. Yeah. It actually might be a better shot than sorry about that. So I'm gonna get a good shot of this. That looks good. There we go. Alright, let's continue on. Let's hurry. My wife's not getting any deader, but let's hurry. Come on, boy. Oh,
Wait! Father! Something's happening.
no. Dennis. That's cool. What?
It's your axe. It's smaller. Look. She's arguing with a bunch of giants. She knew giants? That's us. The first time we met the world serpent. But how?
Weird.
And our fight with Baldur. But that just happened. Wait. They knew everything that was going to happen. The dragon in the mountain. The stone mason.
Huh.
All these drawings. This is our story.
No. This is your story.
But what does it all mean?
That I was not the only parent with secrets.
You didn't
I do
know.
wonder why his
She was
mother
a
did
giant.
die. Like, they don't say that. Oh, she was a giant?
I'm a giant.
A giant
didn't she tell
and a
us?
god.
She sent us here, knowing we would find this.
But why not just tell us the truth?
Her mother would have had good reasons. Baldur was never sent to find me. He was tracking her all along, not knowing She was in the
Wow.
ashes.
If she had a plan for us, I trust it.
Why would
Whatever it
Balder
is.
search for her anyway?
Besides, she hasn't been wrong yet. Come on. We're so close to the end now.
Wonder what that's hiding.
Yes, we are.
What the heck? What? Holy shit. That was Atreus holding Kratos. What does that mean? Ooh, I'm getting goosebumps.
Look. It's Mother's. She was here. She saw every step we took before we took it. Like she was always with us. Watching over us. Leading us home. Let's finish it.
Almost forgot how to play for a second. It's circle, damn it. Oh, there's some color flowers around here. So I like to look around the environment to see how everything's made. You know, these games, they go through such artistry, but when people just blow right past things, you know, they miss, you know, some of the artistry. Sure, yeah, like, you know, flowers on the edge here, they just brush paint them in, you know, with their developing tools, but whoa. Those are a lot of dead giants.
Father,
No. We do it together. Son.
It was the first time he called him son. And he called him Atreus, called him boy. But he's never said son. Huh. Magical looking ashes. These ashes are gray. And through all that, all the adventuring, all the fighting, that bag never tore, they never spilled it. It's a video game, I know. And how do you get back his gauntlet? He took it off. Because I missed that part. That's funny. It's pretty.
Goodbye, Faye.
I love you, Mom. The giants.
Hmm.
They really are all gone. There's nothing for us here.
Come.
So, I get that Mother was a giant. Which makes me part giant and part god.
And part mortal.
Yep.
Right. I guess there's just one thing I don't understand.
There's 1/3 of each.
My name on the wall. The giants called me... Loki?
Loki. That's
Uh-oh.
the name your mother wanted for you when you were born. She must have called you that to her people.
But why?
That's why he's good with talking with animals.
A question for
He's
another
Loki.
day. Let us go home.
But he's a god of mischief. That's crazy. they give me experience?
Guess it all makes sense now.
Temple.
Why she want to end up here? Be with her kind?
Ah, look at that.
Did she know it was going to be like this here?
Give the end
Is this
credits.
what she wanted us to see? Did she want us to tell the people? Or keep it a secret?
I do not know.
So what should we do?
I trust you to decide that.
Oh. So, why'd you want to name me Atreus? I know it can't be for a god.
No. He was a soldier. A Spartan.
A great warrior?
All Spartans are great warriors. We trained from birth. Our lives were discipline, duty, battle, and death. Life was grim, and we greeted it grimly.
This is Sparta.
But Atreus of Sparta was unlike the rest of us. He wore a smile even in the worst of times. He was happy. He inspired us to hope that though we were machines of war, yet there was humanity in us. Goodness. When the day came for him to lay down his life in battle, his sacrifice saved countless others and turned the tide in our favor. I carried him home on his shield and buried him with all the honors of Spartan custom. His memory was a comfort in dark times.
Wow, you actually told a good story. Amir missed it.
Look at that. Right. Way back down here. Watch like Thor show up. You know,
I
they
understand
killed
if you want to go
one of
home,
his sons.
but
Well,
maybe help
maybe his
the
other
patients
son. I don't
wonder
know.
why Mom
Maybe he
sent us
fell,
out here
but I
too.
don't know if the other son was dead.
I mean, what would Atreus of Sparta do?
And what would Loki do?
Huh. That's a weird name. I'm glad we went with yours.
Looks a little goofy running down the stairs like that.
Lads, am I glad to see you. I believe I've reached my limit for dwarven
He's left him
charm.
there.
What happened, Mimir?
They took an uncomfortable number of measurements and then proceeded to bicker about the weather.
Where do you want us to take you?
How about the warm confines of anywhere bloody else?
Okay, Scrooge McDuck. Oh, you sound like Scrooge to me. Yay! Now I can start New Game Plus. So I can maintain my equipment, silver, purchase items, New Game Plus, we access anywhere time within the game's options menu. I ain't gonna do that right now. So I'm done. Let's return back to yeah, let's go back to Midgard. Gotta let people see what's going on.
Before we return to Midgard, I should warn you. More time has passed than you might realize. The snowfall that began when you slew Balder, it's become something
What?
else. The stuff of omens.
Omens for the coming of winter.
Not just any winter, but a great winter to span 3 summers. And when it's done, Ragnarok begins.
Ragnarok from snow.
Aye, snow. Lots more snow. And then the end of the bloody world. In that approximate order.
Another prophecy.
No, brother. Prophecy doesn't expect this for 100 more winters at least. You've changed something. Prophecy didn't count on you.
That's interesting. So, whatever I did as Kratos, being a Spartan god in the land of, Greek gods in the land of Norse gods, I changed something. Ragnarok is coming early. Yeah, that's crazy. This looks the same still.
I'm telling you, it's Fimbulwinter. I can feel it in my scrotum. This is the big one.
Stop saying that. Oh, you're making me very nervous. It was bound to snow sooner or later.
That ain't just snow, and you know it. It's the end time.
How dare you make me the voice of reason?
Guys,
Just discussing the weather. Bit of a cold snap lately.
What he means is, Fimbulwinter's upon us, boys. The winter to end all winters. I can feel it in my scrotum.
Can't buy that.
yeah, we heard.
So, if you're heading home, try to keep moving. And also, to not die.
Or if you're not heading home, same advice.
Dude, guys, I swear.
So, how was your trip to Jotunheim?
Will you give them a little privacy? The kid just found out he's a giant. He doesn't need you interrogating.
Bruh, you knew?
Oh, we knew Faye was the last guardian of the Jotnar left in Midgard. That's why we made her the axe. We hoped it could restore the balance of power.
After Thor went all berserk with our hammer.
Though in the end, it seems, she chose another path. She chose, well, you. Both.
That's crazy.
I suppose she figured that was the best chance for the giants to live on. And now, I suppose, that's up
Did
to
Faye
you.
use Kratos?
How about that? A young Jotun with us the whole time. And the son of Laufey, the just... I should have seen it before.
Huh. Alright. Now what? Not really nothing left to do. So I guess I can go home? Let's check out what's outside first. They say it's snowing, but it's like a different type of snow. Oh, it's totally snowing, but it's not like crazy snow. Huh. Kind of half expected like a blizzard. Pretty much looks the same. Yeah, everything looks the same. So I'm gonna warp home. There's really nothing, there's not enough for me to do. Other than start New Game Plus, which I'm not about to do. I have other games to play. As much as I love this game, I'd love to start it again. That's for another day. So, warp time. Hope it says me. Home. Home, says I.
Mimir, what did you call Mother? Laufey the Just? Did you know her?
I never had the pleasure. Laufey was a rumour in the halls of Asgard. A giantess warrior who thwarted many an Aesir god's plans. Freeing those who they would enslave, feeding those who they would starve, generally making a nuisance of herself in the most noble of ways. Thor was terribly frustrated he could never find her to fight. Once my imprisonment began, I could only wonder what became of her, and who she would turn out to be. Yours is quite a singular lineage, lad.
It's crazy. Guess since she made all kinds of trouble for the Aesir gods. Oops. Right. Oh. Yeah, I guess this is the right place. We have to go up. Yeah, I guess that's why Thor was trying to hunt her down.
There's another thing I must let you know. From the time you were away in Jotunheim,
Well, tell us then.
it concerns Freya. She paid me a visit.
What did you tell her?
What little I know about where Odin may have kept her Valkyrie wings. Seems she's rather bent on reclaiming her warrior spirit. I'm afraid the cycle of vengeance may not be so easily broken.
Is she gonna be at my home? That's a little scary. What the heck? Why was there silver there? Anyways. Let's get on home then. Enemies. Eat it. Nothing. Like that? Yeah. Come on, blue guys. I know you're here. Eat it, eat it, eat it. Stop it. Nope. Ooh. Oh. I like that.
I almost wish they were harder. Is that weird?
Go back home. Go back home. See what home gives me. I do like the snow technology in this game. Like, if you ever notice, like how you leave pretty good tracks in the snow. Like, that's pretty badass. That's pretty good tech. You know, that takes a lot of programming. I'm sure they had a simple program to kind of do that, but you know, still trying to figure that out. Like, you know, games years ago, they never really thought of that kind of thing because they didn't have the technology or the power to really do that. Where are you going? Where are you going, boy? Go back home.
Time to rest.
I'm gonna sleep through winter.
But got holes in our roof.
Okay, this'll do.
Sleep.
Way ahead of you.
In your armor? What do you do with the head? Years later.
The ball.
If it's years later, how can he's not any older? How can he's still in this game? What? Chris Hemsworth. That's it. So I'm completely done. That was a lot easier. There really wasn't any challenge there at the end. It was just kind of a scene. So it was a good narrative scene. Didn't have to worry about no like epic boss fights at the end. Although way before, you know, when I fought against Baldur, that was a pretty epic fight scene. which you saw the video of that a while ago. Because that was the end boss scene. This game, in contrast with the older God of War games, I see a lot of people's criticism that they, it's not like the old games where, in the old games you had these like super epic boss fights with like literally bosses that are, like mountain size. They're humongous. They're gigantic. Like, what was it, God of War 3? You fought this like giant ass like sea creature thing, and it was like huge. And you were like a fly on its back. Like, it was crazy. You never got that in this type of game. In this game, like, the biggest you got were, the trolls. The trolls are like the biggest thing in this game. And of course, like, the World Serpent, he's big, but he was never a boss. Like, when I first saw video of this game, and I saw that World Serpent, I thought it was like a callback to the first God of War game where they had a big old serpent in it. And like, eventually you'd have to fight it, but you never did. He wasn't never an enemy or anything. So in terms of enemy scale in this game, it was definitely a lot reduced compared to the old games, which is a good thing. A lot of ways it's kind of a bad thing because it kind of changes, some of the known themes from God of War games in the past. But if you think about it, the old God of War games, when they did that, every game that came out just kind of tried to one-up each other and try to go bigger and bigger and bigger and kind of more crazy. In this, though, the scale of the game is not the scale of the enemies, it was scale of the scope and the story and the depth of the game. Also, the open worldness of it. It's still a linear narrative, but you had open world, elements where you can choose to do whatever you want, whenever, like, most of the times, whenever you want. But still, the scale of the game itself, that was increased compared to the old God of War games. So, a couple other people complained about how the enemies themselves are very repetitive, and I could kind of see that argument. And like, even the trolls, you can go into like the BC area in this game. It lists a lot of the trolls by name, but they're all the same. There's nothing really different about them. And so all the other, basic enemies around there, it kind of thing. You got like the Draugr, you got those little like, lizard type things that go in the ground. You got the nightmares that fly around, and you got those witches that like teleport, and trolls, and the elementals. And that's pretty much about it. Oh wait, the dark elves you have. And that's pretty much it for your enemy type that you kind of run into. The only real thing of scale this game had was the dragon fight. That was something that was of huge scale. That was like the biggest thing in this game. The only big huge fight. So yeah, I can kind of see things get repetitive. There was even a sequence where you were in this room and all these enemies kept spawning after you, and he kind of went up from like the basic low level enemies all the way to like the hardest trolls and stuff. And that kind of it was just monotonous, but it was so fun to fight. That's the thing about this game, the way the combat in this game works, the way I liked it. The reason why I liked it is that because you have different combos and different things you can do depending on the skills you equip, based on the armor you equip, it changes some things. Sometimes you want to, if you go into a big fight, with some big enemies, you have certain runic magics that you want to start with, and that kind of changes things up, and it makes things a little fun that way. You can play in your own style, so that's something I liked about this game. You can definitely choose your own style. All in all, though, it was definitely an excellent game. No regrets at all playing this game. It's just from beginning to end, it's amazing. And yeah, I want to play it again, but I have other games to play. So actually, let's take it to a vote. Should I play Hellblade next? Should I play No Man's Sky? Should I play Horizon Zero Dawn? Which I'm in the middle of playing this, so. Or should I play Detroit, Become Human? Because I got new. Same thing with Hellblade. So I'll leave it up to you guys to decide what's the next game I'm going to be playing. Or maybe if you want to see something of everything. Because I know, even though I won't be doing as many vlogs next year, I'm still going to be wanting footage for my vlogs, like background footage. So I'm going to put like random games, I guess. But if you want to see more of these Let's Plays, sure. But what game am I going to play? Don't know. I know like this is a very story-oriented scene here, so I didn't want to speak too much over everything that's going on. But I know like a lot of people who do Let's Plays, they're very reactive and very talkative about things. So I don't know. I'm not really that way, but I'll try. You know, if I do more of these Let's Plays. So I'm gonna let this play out, and if anything happens after these credits, I'll pop it in here. I'll keep recording, but for now, I'll just kind of shut up. Huh.
Atreus, are you ready?
Yeah, but
There is something.
I had the weirdest dream. Fimbulwinter was ending, and Thor came for us, here at the house.
It was only a dream.
But it felt different. It felt real. It felt like the future.
Then we will worry about it tomorrow. Today, there are still things we can do. Come.
So, what is there left to do? I'm guessing this is like New Game Plus. Since there's like nothing else really to do. Okay, so that was just the end scene. So, I'll close this out. Thank you all for watching this probably very long video. I'll talk to y'all later. Everybody have a good day. I love you. Boy.